we spoke about Ishta Dev, which is your own devta. It's like a very Hindu specific thing, but depending on the phase of life you're in, I believe that your Ishta Dev can change depending on what you need.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
That means that you have not found your Ishta Devata.
Okay.
Okay. Which is perfectly okay, by the way. It's we start off worshipping of a devata with the basic tendency that whom do we like, and that kind
your
of
natural inclination,
right? And also some amount of it comes from the family. So if you have a specific deity being worshipped in the family, sometimes it happens that you develop a liking for that. Or in North India, for example, Hanumanji is so popular. Okay, so a lot of people will say that they will swear by Hanumanji. In fact, I've seen people who are more devoted to Hanumanji than to Lord Rama even. Okay, which is okay. It's perfectly fine. So simplest definition of Ishta Devata is one whom you like. Okay, and you start developing some bhakti towards the devata. That is the base stage of the sadhana, which is like you are in nursery level. Put it this way, absolutely nursery level. Just the liking is there. Now, from that liking, if you decide that from the nursery level I have to become an upasaka of the devata, what is the difference between upasaka? Upasaka is going to approach the deity in a way that the deity will be forced to respond to you. Your final aim should be that you reach a stage where the way you are sitting with me right now, you're talking, you're giving an answer, and there is a meaningful conversation. There are people seeing and saying that there's sensible thing. You finally reach a stage where you have that type of a connection with the devata. It is the highest stage, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Not even that everybody can do it. One in thousands and thousands, but that one person, the world will fall at his feet.
What is your intuition about who my Ishta Dev is?
That is a question I would not take up here
But you have an idea.
See, these are things your guru should be telling you.
Okay.
I do once in a while when I meet people, I have some thoughts. But the first thing that I learned in my life is that so you observe nature, you see things, you enjoy, but don't open your mouth. Nature is running the job. Nature has a wonderful way of doing it. I am a very ordinary individual. I am just a simple upasaka.
But what's the downside to you talking about my Ishta Dev on my podcast?
No, it doesn't work that way. So, no, it's not about that. Let me explain to you.
Sure.
So, there is a concept in upasana, in the higher levels of upasana, that is called the adhikara. Adhikara means the right to speak about something. Okay. So, I may have had certain experiences when I was less careful, when I was younger. Very happily, I tell people about it. And there would be a negative reaction to me speaking about that. Would come to me.
From not just the people.
No, not the people. People are not involved in it. It's the nature's rule of things, how things are. Adhikara means the right to a thing. So nature is saying that technically you have a right to everything, but after you have developed your fitness to it. Okay, this is one. Second thing is that when it comes to actual sadhana, actual upasana methods and all that, these discussions, actual sadhana, I mean, general questions are fine about a specific thing, etc. These are best discussed in private, in a setting where you know the individual knows you properly, etc. Then only it will work. You can say 100 things, but whether that leads, same thing. You just drop a seed into a place and you don't nurture it properly, it's going to die. Nothing is going to come out. Okay. To make something fruitful out of it, that is where all these rules, which were developed by thousands of years of practice, people see that, okay, if you do this, then only it works. If you do this, then only it works. If you follow that. So, like right now only I spoke the Vija mantra, which is something normally not to be done in tradition. Even if they will use a language that is coded. I will use a word which is somebody who's initiated in the process. He will know what exactly I'm talking about. I may say Maya Vija. Okay, after Maya Vija, there's a Kurcha Vija here, there's this Vija here. The person who knows, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. And the person who does not know, who doesn't have the initiation, who's not a part of the path, he will not understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So these filters were set in. It is not a gatekeeping. That's one of the misunderstandings that people have, that it's a gatekeeping. Oh, you're not sharing. No. All knowledge is free to anybody who displays his fitness for it. It's just like you can enter into IIT but clear the exam. That's all.
And then sustain yourself.
You show that you have the capability. Yeah, if you want to do good in arts, you show that, okay, you have the tendency and the capability for it. So perfectly all right. All the doors will open for you.
Okay. I'll give you a story. I don't know if I've spoken about this on the podcast or not. But I'm very comfortable sharing this because I think the listeners know my entire life by this point, at least the regular listeners. So, I have a very strong memory in terms of I can remember a lot of stuff from my childhood. Like from junior KG onwards, it's very clear in my head. But my earliest memory in life is this one photo of Krishna in my house. Okay, and I remember when I was a kid, I used to look at the photo and I used to feel like it was just looking at me and the face would smile. And I have this as a very clear memory. I remember the different lightings, the different times of the day. I remember seeing it many, many, many times. And that's my earliest memory. My next memory is in a movie theater, which was apparently, my parents tell me it was when I was 3.5 years old. Okay, the movie theater memory. So I asked my mum this probably in my 20s. I told her that I remember this Krishna painting thing when I was a kid and I used to feel like it used to smile at me. And she was looking at me like I'm crazy. So I said, why are you looking at me like that? So she said that there was a Krishna painting in that room, but it was in that room when I was pregnant with you. So before your birth, we moved it to another room. So does that mean that some memories of my mom got interlaced with my mind? I don't know. The reason I bring this up right now is throughout my life, I've always gone back to Krishna. Though I've had the presence of different deities in my life, and I have the presence of Mata right now, a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of this podcast today. But I have a lot of presence of different deities, but it's always been Krishna. I go back to Krishna. The yoga school I'm a part of is YSS, which is Krishna-centric again. There's been such an impact of ISKCON in my life. So I assume from my human capacity that maybe Krishna is my Ishta Dev.
Possible. Why not? I mean, if what you are describing is exactly how things happen, there's very good chance that there definitely is some past life link. Whether Krishna is, the other thing is that whether Krishna is finally the deity who is going to lead you to the higher states of evolution of spirituality, etc., cannot be said. But the fact that you already have a memory of Krishna and that there is some how do I put it, some link between you that you feel inside, that's good enough to start upasana of Krishna if you are interested or follow the path of